This is Pew Talk Part 2. Remember I told you it hit different? I had to get a little intimate on that with you. So some highlights from today's service. Like I said, go watch the Pew Talk, or the service first. Then come back and watch this Pew Talk. One of the highlights is when Jesus was talking to the disciples and passing with John 6. He's talking about how the disciples, some of them, obviously there were more than just the 12 disciples originally, there were many. And they didn't like what he had to say. And they didn't believe. And the amazing thing is God knows who believes. He knows who is his own. And he still chooses and still, gives everybody opportunity. It was amazing. I love that. But a lot of them abandoned him and left because they didn't like what he had to say. And so Jesus asked one of his disciples, he said, so will you leave me also? And he said, no, there's nowhere else to go. It hit me because it's how I feel. There is nowhere else to go. You can go out there in the world and do what you want to do. I did that. Done that. Got nowhere. Or you can just stay with the Lord. Even though you're frustrated with things go wild. The world is a mess right now. Life is a mess. We go through a lot of things. And we experience a lot of things daily. But you stay in God. That's the important part. You got to stay in God. Because that's the only place you're going to find life. Then, there's some other places. I mean, that's the thing is why we start getting in this insecurity and dissatisfaction with how things are with life. You don't have, the job you want, the career you want, the money you need, or you want, because God does provide everything you need. I mean, he provides everything I need. I might not have everything I want the way I want it, and God definitely don't move when I want him to move. But the world don't revolve about me. Don't revolve about me, and God is head over all things. He knows what's best for us. So I have to understand that since God knows what's best for us, we can't see what he's doing and what he's working on in our lives. All we see is the immediate, what we're going through right now. But God has this whole vision far ahead of what we can see, and he can see down the line. And he knows. So we can trust him. We should trust him. It makes absolutely no sense not to trust him. If you don't trust him, I mean, so trust in God. Don't go to other people. We do that a lot too. One of the highlights is we have the tendency that when God don't move, we want him to move, we turn to people. When God doesn't give us what we want when we want it, we run to people. And that's a no-no. So trust God.